Okay, the data in the chart shows the maximum and corresponding resting heart rate for a healthy 20-year-old male. We're going to fit a regression line to the data, and then we're going to use the regression line to predict the maximum heart rate for a resting heart rate of 41, 56, and 77. And those, of course, are beats per minute. So we're going to use our calculator to do a lot of this work. So the first thing we're going to do is enter our data into our calculator. So I'm going to hit Stat. I'm going to enter using number 1 to edit. However, I already have some data in there. So I'm going to clear my data. I'm going to go up using my up arrow, push the clear button, and then my down arrow. I'm going to go over to the second list to go up, hit clear, and then down to clear the list. So we're going to have our resting be our X value and our maximum be our Y value. And in this case, L1 and L2 are going to be the X and Y. So I'm going to enter my data, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 for our resting heart rates. And then we're going to hit our maximum heart rates that correspond to that. So 169, 170, 173, 175, and 178. Okay. Oops, we seem to have a mismatch here. Did I miss something? 50. Nope, we're good. Okay, so from here, the next step is to come up with the equation of our line. Stat. In this case, just going to go over to calculate. We have several options for regression. And we will be using a lot of these different regressions through the semester, especially some exponential and some power functions, as well as quadratic. But for this particular example, and the calculator has no idea what it is, only what you tell it to do. So what we're going to tell it to do is give us an equation for a line number 4, linear regression. Now, everything's set pretty well by default, so I'm just going to go down and calculate. Now, you may not see this, and I'm going to hit calculate. What you may see is if I hit second function entry, you may see something that looks like this when you hit your, if you have a TI-83, it may have looked something more like this, but anyhow, I'm just going to hit enter. And this is the equation of my line. Y equals 0.23x plus 156.9. So let me see here what I'm going to do. And I'm just going to write that down. So A is 0.23. And my B value was 156.9. Double check that I'm using the correct slope and intercept that the calculator gave us. And once we have this, we're going to use this to get the different points. We're going to have a resting heart rate of 41, 56, and 77. And our resting heart rates are our X values. So to do that, I'm going to let my first X value be 41, so it'll simply be 0.23x in this case. First heart rate we're given is 41 plus my my intercept 156.9. So I'm just plugging it into our equation, and that would be the maximum heart rate for a 20-year-old person that has a resting heart rate of 41. And again, I'm going to show you a little trick here. Second function, enter. And now I can change that 41 to a 56 without having to re-enter all of that. Again, second function, entry. And I can change that 56 to a 77. And now I have all of my values. that are necessary to answer this question.